Welcome to Spartanburg, South Carolina. Today's adventure brings us to a place called Oakwood Cemetery. It's also known as Hell's Gate. Now, there's a lot of rumors that go along with this cemetery. A lot of things that have been reported seen, a lot of things that have been reported heard. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take you through, and we are going to show you some of the places where these rumors were said to have happened. There was a very, very, very heinous incident that happened here about 13 years ago. We're going to explain that. So, welcome to Searching the Macabre. First thing we're going to do is take a look at some of the headstones that they have here, right here at the very front of the cemetery. As you can see, this one here, I'm just really liking. It's fascinating. I like it. So we're going to go along, and we're going to show you. And I'm going to tell you, Oakwood Cemetery, or Hell's Gate as they call it, is the oldest cemetery in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I think it was chartered, from what they said, around the 1800s. So we're going to look, and we're going to try to find some of the older residents here at Hell's Gate. Makes me think of, some of you wrestling fans may think of it like I thought of it. Initially, when I first heard it, it was The Undertaker. So these are fascinating. It's 1924. There's one, looks like 02 or 1882, I'm sorry, to 1906. 1802, 1862 to 1906. 1861 to 1934. This is very, very fascinating. I have some gated ones. Soon, this one coming up here is actually pretty nice. Now, with some of the stuff that we're going to tell you today, I need everybody to understand something. We are by no means ghost hunters or paranormal investigators or anything like that. We have a fascination with things horror, things macabre. Basically, I guess you could say it's the same word, but it's oddities, everything strange. That's our thing. We like to show you, give you some information about places that you may never get a chance to see. So, with that, we're going to continue on. This one, Sims, November 10th, 1872 to June 18th, 1854. Let me get a little closer, check that out. 1872 to 1894. That means Claude was not very old, but has a very, very nice headstone. Some of the other ones here, as you can see, very, very nice. There, one in the distance. As we make our way to the back part of the cemetery, that's where a lot of the rumors they say happened, where the incident happened. They've actually claimed that there have been this is a very, very nice headstone. Let's take a look at this before I talk about the rest of it. I don't know if you guys can see that because of the sun. Let me get a better shot over this way. November 23rd, 1871, June 15th, 1903. It looks, if you can tell, it looks like they carved wood, and it's a tree. That is fascinating. Oakwood Cemetery has a lot of nice headstones for the people that are laid to rest here. Now, as we get into the back, like I said, there's been rumors of disembodied voices, apparitions that we're seeing. Full body, I suppose. That's what the research told us. And supposedly, there have been satanic rituals done here. And if that's the case, I would say in a way it kind of makes it a very, very creepy cemetery. Here we are at the back of Oakwood Cemetery. Now, this part is probably the oldest part of the cemetery. Thing is, this used to be what they called Potter's Field. Those who were indigent and mental patients who passed, didn't have family, or those who were just way too poor to have a proper burial. There's a lot of folks buried out here that probably didn't have any family to give them proper respects. A lot of old tombstones. Here we go. September 7th, 1947. Some of these, well, some of them actually have, proper markers, which is good. Here's another one. World War I and World War II veteran, February 1904, February 24th, 1904, to February 11th, 1962. We need to thank Mr. John for his service. So moving on, here's the thing. It was said that about 100 years ago, the city of Spartanburg dug up another cemetery. They dug up the bodies and moved them here. Which in that case, if you could understand, they were happy where they were. So now, I would imagine they're a little upset. So if there are things that happen here, I can totally understand it. This one, July 10th, 1889, it looks like, to December 1st, 1961. You gotta kind of overlook me. I'm getting over a cold. Can't imagine moving bodies to make a development. I mean, personally, I think it's a little bit disrespectful. Here's another one just painted. February 6th, 1885 to November 8th, 1754. This one's quite old. How about here? 1893, April to July 4th, 1966. Died on Independence Day. Here's one that really has no name on it. Like I said, there's a lot. If you look, some of these graves are just, some are still fascinating, and then some you're just sad, because if you look around, and you see, it's really, really bare. I mean, they're trying to take care of it, I would imagine, but it doesn't really look that way. They don't really care about the folks back here.
Hello. So here at Oakwood Cemetery in Spartanburg, South Carolina, I just want to give you some information about an incident that had happened here probably about 13 years ago. They said that a crypt similar to this may not be the exact one, but the stone was taken off of the crypt and the casket had been pried open, and they had just taken the head out of the casket. And the town and the maintenance people that had came upon the crypt being destroyed said that they thought it might be Satan worshipers because of the satanic rituals that had been done in the cemetery. Now, mind you, they'd just taken the head. About a month later, they had come back and just thrown the head at the beginning part of the cemetery and just left it there like a piece of trash. Hello again. Thank you for joining us on our adventure here at Oakwood Cemetery, also known as Hell Gates in South Carolina and Spartanburg. We hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was short, but we gave you some history about certain things and about an incident that happened here.
And until we see you again, keep searching.